These are the top 10 mistakes freelancers make before they quit. This video is sponsored by Squarespace. Number 1, not setting boundaries. When you're a freelancer, it's super easy to let the work consume your life. Every waking hour, and sometimes sleeping hours, become about the work. Where can I find the next job? I should be working on this job. It can completely consume you. For me, having a separated space where I work from and where I'm at home is very helpful. Being aware, self-aware of, I need to have boundaries in place. This is when I'm working and this is when I'm off. And I am, as much as possible, not going to break those boundary rules. Number 2, not taking breaks. You gotta make sure to schedule in some time for yourself throughout the day. You don't think to do that. You're just working nonstop, and that actually ends up making you less productive and can lead to burnout and that sort of thing. Gotta take breaks. Number 3, not having a support system. Being a part of a community of other freelancers is incredibly helpful. Just having people, whether it's on Instagram or Facebook in a No Small Creator group or on Twitter, talking to people who are also freelancers, reading the work that they're putting out, being able to encourage each other in all of like the hard, weird parts of being freelancers. When you're a freelancer, you don't have colleagues to be able to talk this stuff out with or to be able to commiserate with. So you need to find that community elsewhere. A co-working space is actually a great way to do it because there's a lot of freelancers at my co-working space and people who own their own businesses. So you have like that water cooler talk situation. Find that sort of community online because it's crucial. Number 4, not knowing when to say no. And you gotta say no. It is so incredibly freeing to say no as a freelancer, but especially in the beginning, you're just like, I gotta make this money. I gotta take these jobs. So you're saying yes to stuff that isn't paying enough. You're saying yes to stuff even when you're not sure how it's gonna work schedule-wise. You gotta learn to say no. Try to get very specific on your ideal type of client and the work that you really love doing. And then yes, I understand that sometimes you just got to take a job to pay the bills. I totally get that. But as much as possible, stay within that target. Number 5 is not setting goals. And I've always been a goal setter myself, but I haven't always written the goals down or given the goals a set deadline, a timeline to finish. And both of those aspects are really important. I've talked a little bit about like lag measures and lead measures before, but as much as possible, don't make the goals like I want to make $100,000 a year by 2023. Like, that's fine. You can write that goal down. That's great. But instead, I would work back a little bit from that goal and think about how many clients per month would that be? What sort of price per project would that be on those clients per month? And then work that back a little bit and say, I closed 2 out of 10 clients that I talked to. So that means that I need to talk to 20 new potential clients per month. And make that the goal. Like that is a goal that you have almost complete control over. And that's gonna lead to that lag measure goal of making $100,000 a year by 2023. Video is sponsored by Squarespace. Been using them for 3 years. Absolutely love them. They are everything that you need in an online website creation platform. They got professional looking templates so that you don't need to know how to code in order to make something beautiful that gets you clients. You can host your portfolio there, sell stuff right on your website by creating a shop, use the scheduling tool to book clients and consultations and appointments, create a blog to give yourself and your website and your content more reach on Google and across the internet. Whatever you need to do on a website, you can do it with Squarespace. If you want to try it out, go to squarespace.com/CodyWarner, get a free trial, and then when you're ready to buy, use the code CodyWarner to get 10% off your first purchase. Number 6. My biggest pitfall of this entire list is not being organized. Something that is crucial, absolutely crucial for me in my freelance career is having an accountant and a bookkeeper. But really, if you can take the organization beyond that, if you can be very organized with like an app, and how you manage your client relationships, how you manage your workflows on each project, the more organized and kind of outside of your head and inside some system that you can be with all of your processes across your business, the easier it's gonna be for you to be successful at freelance work. And you're setting yourself up to scale in that case. You're setting yourself up to grow. If you have systems in place, you can scale much easier than if it's all in here. So as much as possible, organize yourself, organize your systems, all of your workflows, and that's gonna set yourself up to make more money in the future and to grow your business. Number 7 is not being disciplined. It's very easy as a freelancer to be like, I can get to that tomorrow, you know, to be like, I don't need to do this. This is why I am a freelancer. I don't need to work right now. I can do whatever you want. I'm going for a hike today and the next 4 days with my boys. And like, yeah, that's all fun and games until you don't have any money and you don't know what to do. And I don't want that for you. By all means, have fun, take advantage of the freedom you have in your schedule, but use this tool of discipline that you've cultivated up to this point in your life. Fine-tune that tool, just like you do with your workouts, like you do with your healthy eating, like you do with investing in relationships. Wherever you've found discipline before in your life, apply that to your freelance business as much as you possibly can and continue to assess how you are applying it, and just be as disciplined as possible, because I truly believe that's where you find the most freedom in a freelance career. Number 8 is not investing in yourself as a person, as a freelancer, as a worker. Your greatest asset as a freelancer is yourself and the knowledge that you have and the ability that you have to deliver for clients. So invest in yourself with books and courses and conferences. Invest in yourself and budget for that. Allocate budget for that so you can continue to grow and continue to sharpen your skills. And number 10, I almost skipped 9. Number 9 is a tough pill to swallow, but it's not having a backup plan. It can be a long road to find success as a freelancer. And if you can have other side hustles that you've got going on, other sources of income, if you can have a safety net, I've always said before I hopped into freelance full-time, I should have saved up a much bigger financial safety net than I did. I think a 6-month safety net is a great idea. A year if you're even more risk averse than I am. But having a backup plan, having other avenues of making money to turn to is A, just smart, but B, it actually kind of frees up your mind for those creative ideas that you need as a freelancer. And when your back's not against the wall, you're able to flow a little bit more freely. And I think you're actually able to make more money and have more creative ideas for your freelance business. So have a backup plan, if only just to free your mind up for your plan A. And number 10 is my absolute favorite, and that is giving up too soon. Like I said, it's a hard road. Freelance is a hard road. I hope that if you take these 9 mistakes into account and you plan for them and you plan around them and you figure out how to not fall into these pitfalls, you won't feel the need to quit too soon. I don't want you to give up. And honestly, the only way to fail at freelancing is to stop, right? But even when you stop, you could always start up later, so you still haven't failed. There might be no way to fail at this. Trust your instincts, trust your gut, but I would encourage you to keep going. Just keep going. You know what I'm saying? Come on, let's get this thing. Thanks for being here.